G'day ladies and gentlemen, you've probably heard in the news now recently in the last 24 hours that one of the biggest crypto banks, Silvergate, has gone under, has collapsed, and this has led to a dramatic drop in price action. Now, I'm not going to spend time covering what's happened fundamentally because I don't see it as relevant, to be honest with you. I think you can find that information anywhere you'd like. What I am going to do is I'm going to cover the TA because I can give you a unique perspective on TA that's actually worth watching rather than just repeating news articles in different wording formats. But I will go ahead and leave a link to a video and a news article that explains the situation so you guys can read it through if you want to, but I assume a lot of you have already done that. If you're watching this video, you probably know what's happened already, so it's kind of a waste of time. I do want to get straight into TA. I like to keep my videos short and concise and straight to the point. I don't like to beat around the bush. There's no point in doing that. I could go through 50 on-chain charts. I could go through 50 billion charts. I could go through DXY, S&P every single video. It's irrelevant. I'll tell you what you need to know when it is relevant. That's what I do on this YouTube channel, and that's what we're going to get straight into today. What we have seen is a drop in the last 24 hours. I'm going to delete all these indicators so you guys can see clearly what has happened. That drop has been driven by the Silvergate collapse, but it would have happened regardless because we were dropping even yesterday. And I said yesterday, while we were on 21.6k support, what did I say? I said Bitcoin is very likely to correct down further to the 19 to 20k region. That's exactly what I said. And guess where we are right now? We're in 20k. We're at the 20k region right now. Everything we've seen, regardless of what the root cause of it was, has happened according to the plan. Nothing has happened that is not planned. This drop is completely healthy at this point in time. And I'm going to go through why that is, and I'm going to go through the lowest we can go while it is remaining healthy. As you guys know, I believe in the 4-year cycle theory. The 4-year cycle theory is a date range trend on Bitcoin driven by 5 micro trends, a presidential cycle theory, and the halving. It's it's the strongest trend Bitcoin has. It drives a lot of the macro predictability that Bitcoin has. This trend determined that the bottom was in Q4 2022. We, of course, have passed Q4 for 2022, and hence the bottom is confirmed as per the 4-year cycle theory to be in, right? That bottom that the 4-year cycle touched here was 15.4k. Now, what we have said as well is that on the price chart, that bottom is not fully confirmed yet. I personally hold the opinion the bottom is in, but for the bottom to be confirmed fully on the price chart, what we actually need to be seeing is a break above 28.6k for various reasons, one of which being the fact that that is the bull market support zone. As you can see, I'm circling some levels here, and it's also going to be the bear market resistance zone when we eventually go up to test it and eventually break through. That is when we see full confirmation of the bottom. Until then, we are speculating on the fact that the bottom is in, on the theory, I guess on the opinion that the bottom is in. That's my opinion. I think the bottom is in, but it's not confirmed yet, okay? And so based on this, I've created a few kind of, points in which we need to be holding in order for me to hold that opinion, because obviously I'm holding a speculative opinion. My opinion is based on a trend. Trend is not confirmed yet. Okay, yeah, the trend's confirmed, but the actual specific data point the trend is predicting right now, the Q4 bottom, is not confirmed at this point in time. So I'm holding a speculative opinion. And so where there is points in which if we go below, I will change my opinion on that. Now, at this point in time, Bitcoin has not dropped below those points. I still believe the bottom is in as per the 4-year cycle theory. I still think Bitcoin looks awfully healthy. I still believe this correction is awfully healthy. What we've seen is a dramatic move to the upside, a 62% move to the upside in a period of a month and a half, or 2 months, I should say. Of course, we're going to see some correction, and this correction so far has been relatively tame. It's happened pretty slowly, and it's been a 20% correction after a 62% move to the upside. That seems pretty healthy to me. So we can get into the actual specifics of it now and see where exactly is the lowest point Bitcoin can go while I will maintain my 4-year cycle bottom prediction at 15.4k. But before we do that, I want to quickly give a shout out to the Bitget Exchange. Go ahead and sign up to this exchange. You get a 15% trading fee discount for life using my referral link, as well as exclusive rewards for using my referral link. It has 5 times lower fees than Binance. It's the cheapest exchange in the cryptocurrency market. It's non-KYC, meaning you can sign up from anywhere in the world. It's also got a copy trading platform. It's also got extremely cheap spot fees as well as futures fees. It's not just the futures fees that are cheap, it's spot fees as well. In fact, they had free spot for like 3 months up until recently. So go ahead and sign up to this exchange. Use my referral link. Best way to help the channel, best way to help yourself as a trader. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. So it's important to note where Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin is on an area of strong support horizontally. We look at the green box. We're on the green box for top one. Zoom back to where we were in the previous bull cycle. We can see that this green box that we're testing right now was actually a resistance zone during the initial lead up in the 2020 rally. This makes this zone quite strong. We have a very strong support here, and as you can see, we're starting to form some very long candle wicks to the downside, seeping into that support area and getting eaten up by the buyers very, very quickly. This support zone is very strong, and we've already seen that proven. Go over to the 4-hourly chart, we see the exact same thing. Anytime we step into this support zone, it gets bought up quite quickly. And you can see that the price right now at 20.1k is just above that support zone. Now, I'm not saying this support zone here will hold, but what I am saying is that this support zone is still pretty high up. Even during the initial move on the left-hand side of the screen here, right, during the January move, we tested this region for support before moving to the upside further. We actually haven't corrected that far at all. I think a lot of people are flipping bearish a lot too quickly here. This correction could very well go lower. It could very well go lower. We're only at 20k right now. But what I want to remind you of is this. It doesn't have to go lower. This, in fact, could be the bottom right here. And the reason being is quite clear. If we look at the weekly chart, okay? Look at the weekly chart, and we see what we're doing on the weekly chart. What we can see is that Bitcoin has broken out of this pink descending wedge formation. It has tested the 200-week SMA. We've rejected off the 200-week SMA, as you can see. And we've come back down now, and we're seeing a resistance support flip on the pink wedge formation on the logarithmic chart, as well as a resistance support flip on the bull market support band. So this very well could be the bottom of this correction already at 20k. Now, if we go lower than this, which is possible, okay, we could go a little bit lower, okay? It wouldn't be as healthy, but we could go a little bit lower. If we go lower than this, the lowest possible point Bitcoin can go, while I will maintain my bullish prediction, okay, would be this yellow uptrending line here, which is currently at around 17.5k. That yellow uptrending line, if we zoom all the way out, is a support line that is stemming back from 2013. If we lose that support line at 17.5k, that is when I would say that Bitcoin is destined for new lows and destined to be dragged down by traditional markets during a recession. So long as we're above 17.5k, and that's an uptrending line, so it will gradually move upwards, Bitcoin is in a relatively healthy position. As of right now, this location right here at 20k, 19.5k-ish, is the prime area for Bitcoin to bottom. I would like to see Bitcoin bottom here. And there's another reason for that as well. If we look at, a daily chart as well, we can go 200-day SMA. This green line is in that region. Also, if we look at what 19.7k is, it's actually the 2017 all-time high. We can't look on the Binance chart, but we can look here on the chart. On the weekly chart, 19.7k, if you look back in 2017 bull market cycle, that is the 2017 all-time high. So right now, we are on very strong support. It's very much worth noting that. We're on very strong support on Bitcoin. And it would be ideal to bottom here, but realistically, we can go a little bit lower to that 17.5k region, possibly 17.8k by the time we get there, just speculatively. If we drop below that, we're screwed. That's basically what it is right now. Right now, the 4-year cycle theory is completely intact. It's completely healthy, but as I've said right there, I've given you the invalidation zone. So people say all the time to me, Wolf, they say, Wolf, oh, you're in denial. You're in denial. You're just trusting the 4-year cycle theory blindly. I'm not blindly trusting anything. I'm understanding that we have a 10-year long trend, and I'm not willing to discount that 10-year long trend until we actually see it invalidated. I'm saying to you right now, that trend will most likely be invalidated if we drop below 17.5k. That is what I'm saying to you. At this point in time, there's no evidence to suggest that trend will be invalidated. At this point in time, this correction seems relatively healthy. At this point in time, what we've done is we've moved up 62%, we've come down 20%. Doesn't seem too negative to me. I would like to see Bitcoin bottom out short term in this price region above 19k. That is what I'd personally like to see for the health of Bitcoin. Okay, if that doesn't happen, I'm getting a little worried. Break 17.5k, I'm out. I'm out of that 4-year cycle stuff. I'm predicting new lows. That's my opinion at this point in time on Bitcoin. And, we can go into something like Wyckoff accumulation and understand it from a different perspective. If you don't care about 4-year cycle theory, this is another way you can conceptualize it. You can say, well, Bitcoin's in a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and that Wyckoff accumulation pattern could say that we're on the way to new lows. But also, you could look at Wyckoff accumulation pattern version 2, and it could say we're on the way to bottom out in this region before going up to new highs. Okay, so it's quite a speculative one. There's no real clear answer here. But again, I'll say it one more time because it really is the most important part of this video, okay? We do need to be seeing Bitcoin bottom out above 17.5k. We preferably need to see it bottom out here in this 19 to 20k region. As for the monthly chart, if we're looking from we've kind of discussed the short term quite a lot now. You guys know what my opinion is that now. I've kind of covered it 4 different times in this video. But the longer term charts, okay, macro is just as important. okay? 21 days until the monthly candle close. I know it's quite a while. It's 3 weeks. Yes, it is. Okay. But the monthly candle is very important this month because on the monthly chart, we have two major horizontal levels. We have the green line, which is a major horizontal support. Look where the monthly candles have closed within the last 6 to 7 to 8 months. And you can see that that green line at 19.6K is a very important support zone. It's also where the 2017 all-time high wicked up to. We also have a red resistance line at 23.3K. Okay. So what you can note by this is that it's incredibly important that Bitcoin closes the monthly candle above 19.6K. So long as we close that monthly candle above 19.6K, we are in decent territory. That is another way that the 4-year cycle theory could lose a lot of steam. If Bitcoin closes below 19.6K on the monthly candle, regardless of where it wicked to, that's very negative, and that's going to make me change my opinion on the 4-year cycle. At this point in time, and this is my final statement for this video, at this point in time, everything I have been saying for months is completely valid and completely normal at this point. All I'm saying is that if we drop below certain levels, that's going to become invalid. Okay, so it's pretty important times, right? I'm not changing my opinion. My opinion is exactly the same, but I'm understanding that we're getting close. We're getting close. And, you know, it's healthy at this point in time, but we need to be watching these charts. All eyes should be watching Bitcoin in the next couple of weeks here, because this genuinely is a very, very, very important time. So, guys, without further ado, check out the Crypto Academy. Okay, if you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn how to analyze charts in the same way that I do, you can check this out. It's developed by myself and Mega Crypto. It's a course, 10-unit course, teaches you how to trade, teaches you market patterns, indicators, candlesticks, all that stuff. And you can read the website, you can find out what it's all about. And also, if you want to trade with me, right, altcoins, trading with me every second day on the Telegram group. We've got a VIP group for Wolves of Crypto that you can trade altcoins with me in. We've been very profitable in the quarter of Q4. We've released results, and the Q1 results will be releasing in roughly 2 or 3 weeks. So go ahead and check that out as well. It's 100 USD for 3 months. Without further ado, guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.